What's up, Gator Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Rolling with Carlos. I appreciate your support, and let's get into today's episode. Today, we're going to go ahead and cover what an analyst writer Amon 3 said about DJ Lagway, and then we're also going to cover what DJ Lagway should improve to get better during his sophomore season, and then I have a little quick update or information on the basketball team and Coach Golden. Gators DJ Lagway ranked top SEC QB by college football analysts. The Florida Gators sophomore quarterback is already being rated the best in the SEC ahead of his first full season as a starter. And credit for this article goes to Kyle Lander from Gators SI. The SEC has a number of high-quality quarterbacks lining up under center this upcoming season. However, On3's Andy Staples on Monday picked Florida's DJ Lagway above the others as the SEC quarterback going into the season. If Florida has the Lagway who played against LSU and Ole Miss last year for an entire season, the Gators can beat anyone on their schedule, Staples said. However, Staples also added that he must stay healthy, which was a key issue down the stretch last season and remained a talking point into the offseason. Lagway's health is the biggest caveat here after an offseason spent resting nagging injuries, wrote Staples. Now Lagway is absolutely QB1, and if he takes a leap, it could be stratospheric, but this feels like a huge, but he has to stay healthy. The Willis, Texas native had a solid debut season with the Gators. He passed for 1,915 yards and 12 touchdowns in 12 games last year. He also struggled with turnovers, throwing 9 interceptions, but that is expected with a freshman in his first season in one of the toughest conferences. While he made his actual debut in the opener against Miami, Lagway's real beginning came in Week 2 against Stanford. He started this game after Graham Mertz went down with a concussion against the Hurricanes in Week 1. In this game, he became just his 7th true freshman starter at quarterback in the program's history and ended with 456 yards, 3 touchdowns, 18 for 25 passing. Moreover, his 456 yards set a Florida true freshman record and put him ninth all-time in single-game passing yards in program history. After this, his best stretch of the season came over the final weeks, despite being dealt a hamstring injury against the Georgia Bulldogs. Lagway was able to finish the year. He helped lead the Gators to a 4-game winning streak to end the 2024 season and a 6-1 record as a starter overall. That included ranked wins over LSU, Ole Miss, and a bowl win over Tulane. The wins over LSU and Ole Miss were in succession, as well, which was the first time since 2003 that the Gators accomplished back-to-back wins against top 25 teams as an unranked team. He was 13 for 26 against the Tigers, threw for 226 yards and a touchdown. In his performance this week, earned SEC Freshman of the Week honors. Lagway also became the first Florida true freshman quarterback to defeat a ranked opponent at home. Then he notched his highest passer rating 174.8 in SEC play against the Rebels, going 10 for 17 for 180 yards, 2 scores through the air, and 1 interception. Lagway then capped off the year with one more broken record. He became the Gasparillo's first 300-yard passer, completing 22 of 35 for 305 yards. I would tend to agree with Andy Staples on round 3. I believe he is the best quarterback in the SEC. Some people would argue it would be Doug Nussmeier or Archie Manning, but I believe he has 5'2". He's a 5'2" quarterback that Archie Manning and Doug Nussmeier do not have. But that's up for debate. But I do agree with Andy Staples that I believe DJ Lagway is the best quarterback going into 2025 in the SEC. Let me know down in the comments if you do agree with Andy Staples, and if you do agree with me, if you think he's the best quarterback in the SEC. How good can DJ Lagway be as a sophomore? DJ Lagway showed glimpses of what he's capable in 2024. Now, how good can he be for the Florida Gators as a full-time starter in 2025? Since he took the reins during last season's game against Tennessee, everyone wants to paint the Florida Gators quarterback in a corner. While Lagway in his person doesn't fit into a prescribed mold or category, you can't help draw parallels to those that came before him. Now, what does that look like? How will that play in 2025 and speak to his future prospects? With 11:07 left in the fourth quarter and a lopsided loss to Miami, Lagway completed his first collegiate pass of 11 yards to Eugene Wilson III. While the structure of the game prevented any substantive analysis of his throws, you could see the calm and reserve in his eyes. Granted, with the game that far out of hand, there was no reason to display anxiety or nervousness. However, you saw a quarterback with physical gifts, but neither the reps nor the experience to form a competent opinion. Remember, many salivated over the athleticism palette of Anthony Richardson, and look where he is now, a quarterback that never improved since he played in college. Meanwhile, you could see Lagway improve with every appearance, gaining confidence on every single play, and the team around him improved with him. When Lagway suffered an injury against Georgia, many were unsure of whether he'd return. The return versus LSU set the stage for a new Gators team that ran the table to 4 straight wins, including a bowl victory over Tulane. Now, where should Lagway reside within Florida history as a sophomore? First, get the Tim Tebow thought out of your ear. Lagway would need to tally 4,181 yards total, which seems possible. However, the 55-yard total touchdowns, including 23 on the ground, do not seem realistic. Tebow enjoyed the best sophomore season for a dual-threat quarterback in history. Expecting to see that twice under 20 years is unfair to Lagway. Although the Gators possess good potential talent, Lagway is not entering the team that won a national championship as a freshman. In all honesty, the natural comparison, steeped in reality, isn't even a Florida Gator. In 2013, a sophomore quarterback threw for 3,665 yards and scored a combined 40 touchdowns From strictly a college standpoint, a reasonable expectation for Lagway is Marcus Mariota. The former Duck did not win the Heisman until his junior season. He showed rapid progression in his sophomore season that led to a monster junior campaign. If Lagway follows Mariota's path, Florida will have an all-time great on their hands. Comparing Lagway should extend far outside of Gainesville. Will he end his career as the best quarterback in school history? Considering the legends, their accomplishments, he has to embark on an historic run during the remainder of his time at Florida. Still, if you measure his greatness based on being a transformative player, righted the ship and help bring the program back to relevance, you could see how his legacy would grow. In terms of agreeing with Terrence Briggs, I still compare him to Tim Tebow. The only difference, he has a stronger arm, and he's also a great runner, and he's a great passing quarterback. He has 5 tools. Tim Tebow had an average to below average arm. So I believe in Lagway that he can break Tim Tebow's records. I do not compare him to Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota is struggling in the NFL, and DJ Lagway has the tools to not only be a first-round pick in the NFL, but an NFL franchise quarterback. So that to me is a bad comparison. To me, the comparison continues to be Tim Tebow and DJ Lagway. But the jury's still out. The kid has two more years, maximum 3 more years at Florida before he goes to the NFL. And if he does win 2 or 3 championships with the Gators, then he will surpass Tim Tebow and be the greatest quarterback in Gators history. And I believe in him that he'll put up the numbers. Again, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments. One more quick piece of information. The Florida Gators basketball team has come out with their uniform numbers for the 2025-2026 basketball season that's around the corner. That starts in late September, early October, if I'm not mistaken. Boogie Flynn will be wearing number 0, and he changed his number from his last collegiate stop, which was in Arkansas. Xavier Lee will be wearing number 1. He also changed his number from the time he wore, from the number he wore at his other stop. Makai Hogland will be wearing number 3. Alex Lloyd number 4. Urban Kozlov number 7. Alex Kovachev number 8. Ruben Chinilu is typical number 9. Thomas Houck number 10. CJ Ingram II, number 11. Victor Mike, number 12. Isaiah Brown, number 20. Alex Condon, number 21. AJ Brown, number 23. Oliver Roik, number 32. And Cooper Josenberg, number 33. Those are the updated numbers for the 2025-2026 University of Florida basketball team under Coach Golden as they strive for back-to-back national championships. Guys, that's all for today, and like always, stay positive, stay on the grind, and go Gators, and leave me your comments down below of what you think will be covered of everything, and leave me your honest comments. If you saw everything, write in the comments, go Gators, or DJ Lagway, one of the 2 words. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. And again, go Gators.